Alrighty, what's poppin'? My name is Curtis Cake, and today we're gonna be soloed in dungeon, Shattered Throne. 3 trace rifles. I've actually done this video before. I've recorded this before, but I forgot to download the VOD, and now it is lost media. So rest in peace to that. So I knew I was gonna do this as soon as Microcosm came out because I'm a huge trace rifle enjoyer, and I was like, dude, the triple trace build is just gonna be real, and now it is real. Last time I did this was not flawless. Obviously, it took me a little while. It took me like an hour. And I also was using different trace rifles. I was using an Adept and an Acasia, and they both had pretty mid-tier rolls. Today, my trace rifles are a lot meaner, and I will show them off. I'll show them off whenever I get a chance. But right now, we're gonna run through this dead space. And better not get stuck. Bro, this guy joins every time I'm solo in a dungeon, bro. It's crazy. Yes. It's a very easy. I did solo flawless bit of heresy earlier. Dude, I feel like you joined my party. I feel like you joined my party the other day and you were like, dude, it's so hard to solo a bit of heresy. Is it now? Alright, bird looking left. Simple. Totem part, I was on Prismatic. I was low-key using my Arc Soul strats. I'm gonna be using that strat right now, low-key. I always forget about these phalanxes, they're so annoying. Soloing Shattered Throne with 3 trace rifles. Dude, Banshee's definitely selling a falling guillotine now. I don't know if it's good, but dude, it's there. U-Snake? I think U-Snake's right over here. I would like to be flawless. Make any guarantees, but I'd like to be flawless. I'm using the Trials trace rifle now. I used to use Apatence in my triple trace build, but this Trials thing, it's so good. It's such a good trace. Yeah, I got shit on it. Oh, PvE. Interesting. Need to find out if I have a hatchling one. Alright, we got Infinity Snake. I need to check my Adept ones. I lucky shouldn't reset my passage. I could have had a gang of those. Could have had some god rolls, but you know how that shiz goes. I can actually buy a god. I can actually buy an Adept right now if I wanted to. I might have to do that. Dude, this is Mixtape Dragon. Edge Transit. That's like the best one. Hammerhead is also really good. You gotta get the right perks, but the thing is OP if you get the right perks on it. Fixed odds? Are you talking about? It's a good one. Is it in here? Literally is, dude. I'm finally learning this. Let's encounter. Shadow Throne is a very strange dungeon. There's not even any rallies. Alright. Gonna just transcend. I got nothing better to use against this guy. Alright, I guess I'll explain my traces now. So, Microcosm is straight DPS. This is the major DPS, it's Acasia's. It's got target lock and Envious. And then this is my baby, dude. This new trace, the Inscisor. It's got subsistence and killing tally, which means that if you're ad clearing with this thing, you can literally get a killing tally times 3, and then subsistence means that you can just use your entire ammo capacity. You never have to reload. It's ridiculous. And I can enhance it because it's a new trials weapon. This man is definitely on moth yards. It's better than turbines, in my opinion. There is, if you upgrade your decoy all the way, it turns into shacks. Alright, that should be nose diving bird. So now we're going back to the beginning. We win this encounter. I think Pit of Heresy becomes one of the funnest dungeons to solo once you understand how it works, how the mechanics are. Wow, that's a very annoying captain. He's really just going all over the place. He needs to stop. Alright, don't actually kill me. That shit's so corny, bro. I don't want to lose my flawless to some nonsense. Got me. God, I don't even know what I want to use here. I don't really want to use all my Microcosm ammo because that's literally my only range. I've done this before, dude. The next part I need range, and I don't have any range besides Microcosm. Move me. Freak. If you happen to be watching the stream or the YouTube video and you can't see anything, don't worry. I can't see anything either. That's how this dungeon is. This is what I like to call the Stevie Wonder dungeon. I could have poured Drano in my eyes before this, and my performance would not be affected. Yeah, they like to do that. Spam you with those ads. Could be on Prismatic this entire time. Yeah, you need a wild ad clear build. Alright, we're gonna go up here. Gotta be amplified at all times. As long as I'm amplified, I should not be dying. As long as I have an Arc Soul, I should be getting heals too, for the most part. Okay, well there goes the ammo in that thing. That's chill. We gotta kill that guy. I need another stasis turret. Throw my tangle at this guy too. Alright, he just teleported out of the way. That's kinda cringe. Dude, that's kinda true. Warlocks are the GOAT. I don't know, dude. Soloing freaking Trials on a Warlock felt pretty smooth. Yeah, you can make a bunch of freaking Strand clones and shit. It's so corny. Hey, playing against hunters. Right, how do I play this part? Okay, I'm gonna try to get killing tally. Well, it doesn't even matter if I have killing tally because I have no ammo at all. This is whack. Okay, I need to hit you with that. Okay, I'm gonna have to really tap the trigger with this good old Microcosm. It's the only thing I can really kill ads with. I could just honestly, I could just go for it right now. I could just go for the freaking door. I could just do that. Oh god, I'm so scared, dude. Everything's shooting at me. Oh, that guy gave me a boost. What a legend he is. Alright, dude, that's what you gotta do. You just gotta run through. You gotta get the freaking speed boost and just leave. Got a little bit of ammo, too. This is good. Put this. There's some ogres here, I think. Okay, how much range do I have? This thing has a lot of range. I'm able to hit for get some good damage here. I was able to kill an ogre in about 20 ammo in this thing, which is good. Actually, maybe it might have been more than 20. It might have been about 40. I don't know what I started the magazine with. Oh, this guy dropped special. That's perfect. Alright, we have to kill this guy. See, he might beat me. Late barrage. I can kill these ogres. I do have that kind of range. It's good. Dude, I can only use trace rifles. Aisha's care would be nice, but just ain't no trace. Trace only today. The only trace that I know that has the type of range that freaking, like the sniper type of range, is literally Microcosm. I'm hitting for max damage, I believe, from that far away. That's wild to me. Well, I just nuked that ogre from across the map. Damn. A real life sniper. Microcosm is actually the most versatile weapon in this game. There's that ogre spawning. Like the ogre's all the way over there, and I'm gonna nuke him with Microcosm. It's so efficient with ammo too, because I'm just... Xenophage is a very versatile heavy. Probably the second most versatile heavy. It's just... Yeah, you can't use it for anything. I like... Xenophage is kind of... Or not Xenophage. Microcosm has kind of replaced Xenophage. Like, I used to invade with Xenophage, and now I invade with Microcosm and Gambit. I used to use Xenophage for lazy DPS. Now I use Microcosm for semi-lazy DPS. I used to glaze Xenophage, and now I glaze Microcosm. There is. Xenophage is kind of meta for like annoying, like Samuma, the final boss of Ghost of the Deep. I used to use Xenophage for that because she has a very annoying hitbox, or very annoying crit to hit. Yeah, but it does like good DPS without hitting crits. That's why you like it. That's why we love it. Oh, this music is going insane, dude. we're still flawless. This is good stuff. I think last time I did this, I lost my flawless to something stupid. I think there might be a triumph. There might be a solo flawless triumph. There's definitely not an emblem for this. But I'm gonna have video proof, so I don't need no triumph. There's a lot of phalanxes right here. This is kind of cringe. Throw Nova Bomb like that. There we go. I thought that was all special. It's definitely not all special. That's special though. Acasia rifle is good in PvP, I think. Alright, I gotta get as many kills with my Arc Soul as I can because it's not a gun. I need to really not use my gun, my weapon ammo, because I'm on that double special. Tracer rifles are really efficient. Like, it's not like a shotgun where if you shoot a thrall, there's like a infinite overkill where you're wasting a bunch of ammo, but it is still double special, so I need some boxes. And this is for this is the patented dungeon that you struggle with ammo. You struggle with ammo on. Yeah, dude, you get to the final boss. It's because they have the freaking before the freaking damage phase. And they have a bunch of like retarded ad killing segments that you have to do before you even can get to the boss. So and there's no rally banner, so you they make you waste all your ammo, and then they have you give you a boss fight where you have to kill a bunch of freaking ally cools and then do damage. I don't have any of that Shattered Throne already. Gotta get some. Right. Using the full armor set in Wrath of the Machine was tight. You got that extra ammo from the Fallen. I think I have Grasp of on. Wearing it. No freaking heavy though, it's gonna be kind of rough. I would like to one phase here. One phasing would be chill. Kill this guy with Strace. Alright, there it is, dude. There's all the Petitioner's Mark. Let's go ahead and pop this. Get a nice stasis turret down. Extinguish. For some reason, I don't have my Nova Bomb, even though I haven't used it on this encounter. Unfortunate. Might hurt. Really is unfortunate that I'm not going to get paracausal imbuement from this. It's whatever though. I'm actually not one phase because I don't have paracausal imbuement. Yeah, I don't think I one phase. Nah, I didn't one phase. Yeah, not having the Nova Bomb is unfortunate. I used my Nova Bomb on ads, but on the ad part before the boss fight, and I got to the damage phase without getting it back because there's not being a rally banner. There's not even that many ads in this room besides the freaking wizards. Dude, to fight a rally banner, I would one phase. I also didn't have that much heavy because having heavy in this dungeon just never happens. Vault of Glass mastered. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. I don't pay attention to that type of stuff. Fog the weekly or what? Oh, next week, okay. Well, yeah, the master then probably drops weekly. Or didn't mean to pull out. Alright. Give me the last petitioner's mark, bro. Alright, let's go end this. Let's go end this, homie. Stasis turret right here. That's not where I wanted that stasis turret. That's an awful spot for it. I like not using a rocket launcher on this guy because it means that I don't accidentally kill myself with when he shoots those things at me. The ogre that shoots the freaking Axion darts at you. If you're using a rocket launcher, then you can totally blow yourself up if those things are right next to you. I actually love ogre boss fights. They're my favorite boss fights, but that guy's kind of annoying because he's taken. You do like fallen raids. That's true. Alright, I need heavy. Oh, there's a heavy brick. Yes, dude. It's perfect. The wizards can definitely nuke me. I lost my first attempt of Pit of Heresy solo flawless earlier because a wizard actually fucking obliterated me in the blink of an eye. It pissed me off so much. Okay, I need heavy. There's one brick right here. It gave me 160, that's good. Like a little more though. I need to get prepped for the final boss fight, which is basically means I need to get ammo, but I also need to not die to the jumping puzzles because there's a couple, and they're very annoying. There's some very cancerous jumping puzzles. This arc soul does so much damage as well because it's stasis, or it's arc burn, and my stasis turret's also new because it's stasis burn. This is like actually this build gets buffed. But this build isn't really a DPS buff, so it's not that good. It's just cool. I gotta inspect the ground every time I finish an ad clearing segment, because never know when you drop. I do know that. We do not have any Titans in our group, that's true. Benway is definitely a hunter. And Learzu, I think, is also a hunter. Well, there's a lot. I forgot about this. There's like a million ads on this part. I need some heals. Alright. Alright, Liquids is gonna be right back, so we're gonna focus. We're gonna hit the solo commentary again. I think his audio's included though, so. Can I run a quick passage of confidence? Alright, dude. Got a passage of confidence and he left the party. That's interesting. I wonder if he's gonna find it. I wonder if he's gonna get a sweaty team. I have a passage of confidence in my inventory actually. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna do it this week. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I don't know if I'm feeling it right now. The Trials weapon isn't really I'm not too thrilled about the Trials weapon this week. I kind of want to wait until it's like Eye of Soul or Shirai's Wrath. It's already been Summoner. Or Messenger. Messenger Adept would be pretty cool too. Right now it's the oddball pulls. I did get at least one heavy brick from this part. This part isn't the easiest to get heavy bricks from. They don't like to drop. Although it is arc burn and stasis burn, so I could like borderline AFK right here and let my stasis turrets do most of the work. Spin in a circle and just shoot this in a random direction. I don't know if you see any bricks. There's a special brick down here. I'm just not thrilled about the idea of going into this next boss with borderline no heavy. I mean, I have a little bit of heavy, but it's just not that much. It's just not enough. Feel comfortable with. Yeah. Closer to this guy. Alright, this part is definitely the type of cringe jumping puzzle that I could die to. Let's run here. Here, nerd. Out of here, buddy. Can't be having you effing up my tempo when I'm trying to do this. Yeah, I think I can jump all the way to the end, but I gotta wait for that to go off right there. Catch. Bud. Face. Alright, we're almost there, dude. We're almost there. This boss fight's gonna be a little bit interesting because I don't have... I might be able to still one phase because I have the Transcend, but the Transcend's kind of a wild card. It's gonna depend on... I really want to kill the 3 Alakuls like at the same time. I don't want to kill one of them way before the other 2. That's what I end up doing half the time, and it kind of sells me. I want to get that ×3. I want to get that ×3 buff before I do anything insane. Okay, here we go. Alright, how do I play this? How do I play this? I think we eat this, and then we do this. And I might just go in on this guy. Okay. Equally, we go equally hard on these 3 dudes. Paul is on all that, by the way. Paul's on that shit. Did not mean to finish her, that homie. Yeah, give me killing tally ×3 so I can do some damage here. Can I kill the Alakul and leave the thing on the ground? Oh, we got heavy. Dude, perfect, perfect. Ended up having to reload. That's not what it's not really what you want. My sentient arc soul is gonna run out. That's really what I don't want. Wow, that hurt a little bit. Where's the 3rd Alakul at? He didn't die, did he? Oh, no, he's right there. He's chilling. Oh, there's a crystal. That thing despawn? Or do a little bit of experimentation, because if that thing doesn't respawn, I could low-key just take this very slow. Oh, the thing does despawn. Okay, okay. So we are on a little bit of a timer there. So yeah, dude, my lack of fundamental knowledge on this dungeon is really gonna cook me. Also, that Alakul is being really aggressive, and it's gonna get him killed. This is exactly what I didn't want, which is a bunch of Alakuls with different health bars. Might just have to accept a 3-phase here. Or, I mean a 2-phase, rather. Okay, let's just double bomb right now. Ooh, don't lose the flawless, don't lose the flawless, just play life here. Okay, let's pop this. A little bit of paracausal imbuement still, that's what you want. Really, dude, you're gonna do that in the middle of the damage phase? That's some fucking corny shit. My god, dude, she loves to fucking do that, doesn't she? She loves to spam that fucking the thing at me. Need her to not. Alright, where's the crystal? And I don't get a juicy target lock proc on this guy either, on this crystal. Unless I do. Like I might have saw my damage going up. But... Wow, dude, this fucking crystal, man, I don't think they gave it enough health. I think they should have gave it a little more. It's not eating enough of my ammo. This is definitely where primaries would come into play if I had any of them. Okay, we need to maybe strand him. Oh, I accidentally killed Nalacool. Fucking hell. That's unfortunate. I want to hold off as long as I can on grabbing that. See if I can maybe kill another one. Okay, we're gonna have to kill this guy. Okay. Oh, I find out times 3, dude. I didn't even realize. I can kill her right here. I can kill her. I can kill her. I didn't even realize I'd find out thought times 3, dude. I didn't know the other one died. There we go, dude. Shattered Throne, flawless. There's the solo flawless. I got it. 3 traces. I have done many solo Shattered Thrones. It's a very easy dungeon to solo, but I always die to stupid stuff. There's a lot of stupid things to die to in this dungeon. It's definitely not the... I mean, well, it is the easiest one to solo flawless just because it's so much easier than any other dungeon, but... Didn't even one-phase any of the bosses. You could definitely one-phase the bosses, but... Oh, dude, lost the flawless. RIP. Just had some unfortunate things. It is very hard to kill those 3 Alacools like at the same time. They're really annoying. They like to phase out of existence at random times and throw you off. But dude, there it is. 3 traces. I don't think I actually went in depth on my 3 traces, so I'll go in depth on them really quick if you wanna know. Outlaw. Okay, we're not worried about that right now. So this is my Inscisor. It's very good. It's got... I actually don't know. I could maybe run light mag. I don't know. Increase reload speed, increase handling. What does this do? Increase magazine size. Does that actually affect the magazine size? I feel like sometimes that is a lie. I don't care about my reload speed though. Increases range, increase stability. I don't really need range on this thing. Kind of just an ad clear machine. So this is my ad clear machine. It's very good. Put backup mag on it, obviously. You have subsistence and killing tally. These 2 perks work very well together. Killing tally. Final blows increases weapons damage until it's stowed or reloaded. Improves magazine size. This basically just every time I get a kill, I get a stack until I get 3 stacks, and then I do a lot more damage. And it's until I reload or put my gun away, which means you have subsistence. Defeating targets periodically reloads the magazine, but whenever it reloads the magazine for me, it doesn't take away my killing tally stack. So I can literally go through my entire ammo capacity with this thing without reloading, which means I have killing tally on all the time, and it makes this thing very good. Now we have Acasias. This thing is very well known. This thing is a very well-known off-meta DPS thing. Envious Assassin gives me like 300 in a magazine, or close to 300, about 250 to, or ballpark 250. And then you have target lock. Well, I mean, to get my 250, I just have to kill ads with my other guns, and then it overflows my magazine. And then target lock, damage increases by an improved amount the longer this weapon stays on a target. Just like a little DPS thing. The longer I hold my beam on a target without missing a shot or a frame, I don't know, dude, without missing, it gives me like stacks. It goes up to 5 stacks. It gives me a stack every couple seconds that I go without having a beam constantly on a target. And having like 300 in the magazine means that I can be at the freaking max target lock buff for the longest amount of time and get the most damage off. I don't know if I really showcased that too well in this dungeon. I don't really think I put this thing to as good of a use as I could have. I kind of just used it as a secondary ad clear, which is, you know, whatever. And then obviously you have Microcosm. Everybody knows how good this thing is. If you don't know how good this thing is, then you gotta do some research, dude, because this thing is crazy. It's obviously you saw the range that it had. It had a very good amount of range, 78 range, but I don't know. I don't really know how range works on tracers because this thing feels like it has 100 range. This thing is the only thing, basically, in a trace rifle build that's going to give you any range, and it's my main DPS option. It's Paracausal Imbuement, which means that it does a lot more damage after I cast my super for like 15 seconds after. So, I cast my super, and then I start nuking the boss. Would have one-phased the Ogre boss fight if I would have had my super, because I could have used my super, and then I would have had Paracausal Imbuement, and this thing would have done way more damage, but this dungeon really likes to make you struggle for ammo and abilities and all that shit, which is very annoying. I think it takes a little bit of the fun. I think this dungeon, even though this dungeon's super easy, I think it would be more fun with rally banners because you could do like, it'd be a lot easier to do damage testing and just like it'd be a more fun experience. Like having no ammo constantly throughout the thing is just not it, man. Like the dungeon's already easy, so I don't think it really would take anything away from it to just add rally banners. I think that Bungie should low-key go back to Shattered Throne and this dungeon and add master versions because there's just no reason. These dungeons, Pit of Heresy is the weekly this week, and Shattered Throne this dungeon is going to be the weekly next week, and there's no master version, and I don't really understand why there isn't a master version because I don't know why they're the weekly if it's not going to be a master version. This whole thing is going to turn from trace rifle gameplay to me complaining about the freaking dungeon system in this game. I am totally down to go on a mini rant though, dude. I don't understand what the point of making Pit of Heresy the weekly dungeon is. Okay, there's no master version, and the loot that you get from it isn't even unique to the dungeon. Like, if you wanted to farm that loot, there's probably better ways to even do it than playing Pit of Heresy. So I don't understand why Pit of Heresy is ever the weekly. Prophecy too. Prophecy also doesn't have a master version, and I think that's dumb. Prophecy feels like a modern dungeon with how mechanical it is. I mean, Grasp of Avarice is the first dungeon that was released with a master version, and that means that it actually has a point. It actually has a reason to be the weekly, but the whole crux and the whole reason that I'm so annoyed at the dungeon system is that it's been like a couple months since Ghost of the Deep has been the weekly dungeon, and I just don't know why. It's definitely been Pit of Heresy and Shattered Throne since the last time it was Ghost of the Deep, and now it's doing both of those again. So I don't really know how the rotation works. I don't know, maybe it like reset the rotation because of the new season dropping. I don't really know what kind of sense that makes, but I'm just saying, man. Either add master versions of those 3 dungeons or just don't even make them be the weekly because there's no reason. Although I think people do like to grind the prophecy gear because I guess it's good. But dude, I'm gonna stop complaining about the dungeons and I'm gonna stop this stream. There we go. Hopefully hopefully this doesn't turn into lost media because I forget to freaking do the thing. So it's a nice little solo flawless. Yeah, dude.